By the time K touches you,
God damn.
when you go through the door, you feel good.
Listen, GQ, count your days. You about to be bodied by K. Who exactly is your like ideal client?
In order to do this body contouring, you have to understand it's gonna cost. Am I gonna invest in myself? And what could I do to
You've brought your setup here.
Yes.
So we're going to get right for July real quick. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Why is screaming at me? We'll do this once a week.
Uh-huh.
Goodness.
Really? Are you tearing up?
And I'm not tearing up. You know, it's just, I'm looking at the lights. Hey guys, we realize a lot of you are coming to the page and enjoying the content, but we see a lot of you still aren't subscribed. And so if you could click that subscribe button, it'll help our channel grow and give you more episodes with a lot of amazing individuals. Welcome back to another episode of Attractive Mindset. And listen, today's guest, super spectacular. She does an amazing job. I've been seeing her clips all over social media, and I had to get her on my show because we had to learn in real time what exactly is body contouring. And so today I bring you Miss K herself.
Yay. Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. Welcome, welcome.
I'm excited.
Absolutely. So, Kay, explain what you do to two different kind of people.
Okay.
To the people that understand your realm a little bit with the proper nomenclatures, and then to the people that's like, what is that?
Okay. So body contouring is non-invasive surgery and is basically burning the fat cells, tightening the skin, and contouring the body. So that's the simplest term how I can put it for anyone. Even if you don't understand what it is, that's exactly what it is. Non-invasive surgery. Just think about it like that.
And this can be for men and women.
Yes, men and women. Anybody.
Body contouring. And so I just feel like there's a stigma around like men getting body contouring done, but is it like a frequent thing?
Well, if you're comfortable doing body contouring as a male, I'll see you once a week. You're going to like it because I'm also going to put you on a plan of like, make you see a doctor. Like I refer a doctor to you and then you go, you get your blood work, you make sure everything is good with your body, just to know like your body mass index, you know? And then you come back to me and I help you out. We get you on the scale, measure you by inches, and then, get you to lose that weight and muscle up.
Okay. And so we're definitely going to revisit this topic, but first I want to go way back. So on this podcast, we like talking to people about like origin stories.
Okay.
Because social media shows a different side than what we might have gone through. Okay. And people, I like people to be transparent about their journey because somebody else could be in the same spot as us and not understand like, yo, you're going to get through this, whatever you got to do to get to where you are today. Okay. And so let's start at the beginning. So where are you from originally?
Montreal, Canada.
Montreal, Canada. Really? I wouldn't have guessed that. I would have been like, I don't know, maybe you from like, you give me Atlanta vibes.
Really?
You give me Atlanta vibes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you give me Atlanta vibes.
Okay.
You Jamaican though?
Yes, my mom's Jamaican.
So Dan, that's why you and Dan get along because he's from Canada too.
Oh, okay.
And he's Jamaican.
Oh, Dan made a little remark when I said I was Canadian. Oh, I didn't know he was Canadian.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and he came over here. Okay, cool. So you came from Canada directly to Florida?
Yes.
Okay. And so growing up, what age is that?
So I came to Florida when I was 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so with already being like a young adult, transitioning into the Florida culture, Florida, South Florida, because it's not the whole state.
Yeah.
It's way different, you know. How was life for you at that point?
The transition was horrible.
Really?
Because the way that America works and the way that Canada works is like night and day.
Really?
So people in America are extremely mean.
For real?
They're
like
nasty.
Compared to Canadians?
Of course, Canadian people are nice. We are nice people and we allow people to be them. In America, it's like, I feel like people are with the trend. Whatever the celebrity's doing, everybody want to get on that wave. More so, Canada's more like, okay, we're living a day-to-day life. We get up, we go to work, we go to school, we do whatever we have to do. Our family provides, and that's it. Like, I don't know. Like, I learned what a ghetto was when I moved to it. Yes.
Okay. And so going into like schools, you went to public school and everything?
I went to public school, yes. And that was different for me.
Okay. And so like, did you turn into like a get low when you squat, get low when you squat.
Everybody did that.
Person,
yes, I was for like a little period of time.
Okay.
Because I had to do like a 1 year in middle school here before, because my transcripts and everything didn't get transferred in time. Mm-hmm. So the little period of time that I had to be in middle school until I get to go to my real grade in high school, I was.
Okay.
And it was different. I thought it was cool.
It is. You know, Florida has a vibe to it where like people out here care and then they don't care at the same time. Mm-hmm. And the drivers are horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Of course.
But Miami mainly. But, you know, it's not too bad. Okay, so going into high school, you know.
And that's when I was... Hey, for all our new clients that's interested on getting bodied, you can definitely hit the link in the bio. Thank you. Back in my element, kinda. Because I went to school in Boca.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it's more like going back to Canada because it's the element that I'm used to. But I grew up.
Boca's different,
You know? So I went to Spanish River and I was just, I was out there.
So from high school, did you go directly into this field?
So let me tell you, I was a teen mom. My freshman year, I got pregnant.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so how did that change things?
I don't know. I didn't know where I was going to be in life, to be honest with you. Like, I knew like my family was okay financially and everything was going to be okay. But I didn't know if they were going to kick me out, if I was going to be alone, because I know when I wanted to go back to Canada to finish school, my aunt was like, no, you have a baby, you stay with your mom.
Wow.
Yeah.
But they were supportive.
My mom and my dad, but my whole family was just like, oh, we're done with her.
Really? And so your mom and your dad are the ones who came out here too?
Yes. My mom is a retired nurse now, but she was a nurse, and my dad worked on as like a chef on the cruise ships and hotels and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so they were fully supported, but your aunts weren't.
Yeah, my aunt that I grew up with. Yeah.
Interesting. That's interesting that you figure it'd be the other way around.
Yeah. No, because my aunt and I were like, she was like, you could sort of say like she was a rich auntie. Okay. So she gave me everything I wanted whenever I wanted it. Never had to ask twice. And I felt like I was hurt because I disappointed her, because she was more so into, you know, you're going to go to school, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. And I was like, yeah. And the moment I got with my mom, it was just like, this is what you come back with. Wow. Your mom is not doing her job. And I was like, no, it wasn't her fault. It was mine. And she was like, no, it was her fault.
And so did you grow up in church heavily a lot at that time?
No.
I was going to say, so you being a teen mom now, what are some thoughts going through your mind about like just career and life?
When I was a teen mom? Honestly, I didn't have a plan. I was so clueless. I just knew that I liked nice things, and I always got it as a kid, but I was just like, okay, I don't want to get it from my mom and my dad anymore. I just want to do it myself. But I was going to do it the right way. Because I know like a lot of my friends, they went the total opposite way of life. And I was just like, listen, I already messed up once with a kid. They're not going to catch me doing nothing else.
And so did you go to college though?
I had a scholarship, but I didn't. Because around 2008, that's when they had that big, remember that big, what was it called again? That big depression when everyone was like losing their job, the recession. There you go. Yeah, my mom had bought a condo for me and my son. And we were all living in there. And she lost her job. So when I graduated, I was like, oh no, we have to save our house. So I just went straight to work. And I was working with the bank.
That's a good segue though.
Yeah.
Okay. So what were you going to college for at that time?
I wanted to be a dentist.
Really? You like teeth and stuff like that?
Yeah. I just like people looking good.
I can agree with that. Out of all of them, I can't stand a dentist. It hurts.
It does.
And even after you, like, the numbness wears off, it's like, I know y'all know I feel it after. Like, it still hurts. Yeah. You know, but it looks good. I got a dentist appointment tomorrow. But I'm mad now. You know, but it like, I like the process of it. But so you're not like weirded out by like the blood and spit and all of that? No? No. Like, even thinking about I'm like, nah.
I like those. That's fine. I'm good with that. I'm the type of person that will watch Dr. Pimple Popper.
Oh, well. You blend in two different categories now.
But it's the same nasty.
Because pimple popping is like an art form.
Look at
like seeing that thing ooze out of there. I'm dead. You know, that's different. It like draws you in because it's nasty, but it's like yo, that's crazy. But somebody mouth looking crazy? Like if somebody got to get like a crazy root canal or their tooth is like rotten or something. Nah, couldn't do it. Okay, so you wanted to be a dentist. You went to the bank afterwards. Where did the segue happen from there?
And then, so I had a boutique, an online boutique.
Okay.
So that was like my very first business, like into entrepreneurship.
And what'd you do with the boutique?
I did Miami Fashion Week. I did a lot of local shows. And I was styling artists too.
Got it. So you created the clothes too?
No, I was buying it wholesale.
Okay. Okay.
So I did that. So when I was working at the bank, I worked at the bank for years, like 7 years, a long time. And then I was like, okay, I don't want to be here no more. So I used to like call out sick and go to like networking parties during the day because, you know, Miami got the best networking parties, but they're during the day, like 12-1 and stuff like that. So when I would go on Eventbrite and see those networking events, I would actually go. So I happened to land on a networking event where I met this lady. She was like a spa owner and she did body contouring. And she was like, "Are you a model?" I was like, "No." Because I was looking at myself. I was like, at the time, I was like, I'm not in shape. I'm not a model. But she's like, "Oh, I could use you." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So she gave me her number. We exchanged numbers. She told me that I'm going to be a model for the girls in the beauty school. And I was like, okay, cool. Let's do it. So I went and she was like, she whispered to me before the class started. She was like, "If you like it and it's something that you like, I can get you licensed in it." And I was like, "Really?" And she's like, "Yeah, you don't have to worry about the cost." I was like, okay.
So she paid for it?
Yeah.
Wow. She trusted you that much?
I guess.
And she didn't take anything off top?
No.
Wow.
So I was her model and I seen what she was doing and I was like, "Oh, wow. Okay, I like it." And I was like, I think I'm going to go ahead and get me some lipo anyway. So this works out. So I was able to be a model. Then end up the following week, I was in the class to take it.
Wow. And how long is that class usually?
It was like, I think it was like 6 months. It took like 6 months to a year. I'm not too sure. It's been so long.
And so now going through this class over these 6 months, what are they teaching you like differently?
Well, they were basically showing us the art of body contouring because, you know, body contouring is not an American thing. It actually comes from DR and Colombia. So especially like the wooden tools, it comes from Colombia. They're made in Colombia. So they're showing us like different techniques, how to work with people that want to lose fat and people that also, when they have surgery, how to maintain the results. So it just like, you learn so much different techniques, how people do it. And in Miami at the time when BBLs were coming out, no one knew what massages were. And
they get that. So they come to you after they get their surgery.
They can, yes. And then we go ahead, contour the body, make sure, you know, we get all the drainage out. Like when they're, they do the lipo, they have to get the massage to get all that fluid out and everything. After the fluid is gone, then we start with the cavitation process and getting
what's that?
The machine.
Why you say it like that? That sounds like
it's gonna be juicy because you're gonna be able to try it out. I got you.
Cavitation. That sounds bad. You said that and that made me think of like root canal. Like that. I feel like that's painful.
No, it's gonna be fine. It basically burns the fat, and then I tighten you up, and then wooden therapy and everything else.
So I'm gonna have a 6-pack at the end of this.
You'll be toned. 6-pack, you have to put into work.
Hey, July on the way. July on the way. You know what I'm saying? Funny. And so, okay. And so now you segue into this. You become an entrepreneur. At what point did you work for her?
Yes.
Or okay. So how'd that go?
I worked for her on the weekends because during the week I had to work at the bank. So sometimes I would even work after the bank, depending, you know, how, you know, the schedule and stuff when people book me. So she would basically give me her clients and she would like travel, do little things. If she couldn't make it, she'll just give the person to me because she had other things going on.
Got it.
So what happened was she was good to me. I'm not even gonna lie. She got me the business cards. Like she got me all set up. Like I was
That's
ready.
Crazy. And you know, a lot of people say, so, you know, what was her ethnicity?
She's Jamaican.
Got it. Okay. I like that.
So she basically like put me in position to like do things. But when it comes on to like putting people in position, when it comes on to business, you have to, now if I knew what I knew now back then, it would have been better. So let me tell you what happened, and then I'll tell you my backstory.
Okay.
So I worked for her for around 6 months. She would like put me into different classes because she was also a master trainer too at the spa, and she was certifying and licensing people. So I worked with her. I did the body contouring. I did everything. And then plus I was bringing in my clients. But at the time, people, my side didn't know what body contouring was. So they're like, oh, I don't want to do it. It's just a Spanish thing. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's for everybody. And that's the problem. You have to get educated on it. Oh, it doesn't work. Have you ever tried it? No, but a friend did it. No, try. Because what might not work for you might work for me. And what might work for me might not work for you. You have to judge it on your own. So people were coming in slowly. And then one day we went to like what is this thing called? A seminar that she was holding, and we were all networking, and it was full of like, you know, different type of people, but it was like 3 Black people in there. So I was going to all the Black people and like, hey, who are you? I'm so-and-so, you know, I'm Kay. And they were like, hey, and I didn't know I was talking to my replacements in there.
Why'd she want to replace you though?
Because over time the clients were asking for me.
Oh, you're doing too good.
So when I wasn't there, it was just like, where's Kay? Oh, we'll wait until Kay comes back.
Wow. And so it was one of those things like you can't outshine the master kind of thing.
I guess. And I didn't think of it like that. I was like, what did I do? And the way that I remember at the seminar I was leaving and she was like, can you give me the keys to the spa? And I was like, I have clients in the morning. Like I have clients tomorrow because I was off. I was like, I have clients in the morning. And she was like, oh, I'll make sure you get it back. Never got it back.
Damn.
My client called me when I was on the way there to like do the service. And I was like, hey, my client was like, hey, I just went to the spa. They told me you no longer work there. I was like, huh? I no longer work there. So I called her. I'm like, hey, is everything okay with us? And she was like, is everything okay with us? You tell me. And I was like, I'm supposed to be coming to work. And I heard I don't work there anymore. And she's like, oh, I thought you were doing your own thing. And that was the day like I boohoo cried. And I was like, I'm not doing this no more. I'm done with it.
Damn. And you know, I was about to say something earlier too, where I was like, you know, it's with our community specifically, like it's hard to find like a good mentor that wants you to genuinely win.
And that's the crazy part.
Because, you know, but then when you said it, I'm like, damn, she wanted you to win with no strings attached. And, you know, but then that's an outer string that becomes attached because you have to be okay with you doing such a good job that your student passes you. Yeah. Why wouldn't you want your student to pass you? And that is very, you know, that's why they say for our community that it's like the crabs in a barrel mentality. Like we bring each other down for no reason. Everything could be going fine because, you know, this dates and I'm gonna give y'all some dates now. Going back to Tulsa, Oklahoma, when they burnt down the whole town and everything. Do you know we rebuilt it back?
Oh, wow. Okay.
And the second time it got destroyed was because of us.
Oh, wow.
We got into a spat with each other. You know? And so it's like, that's the part of these stories that people like saying like, oh, white people burned us down the first time, blah, blah. It's like, no, but we rebuilt it. And then we did it the second time.
There you go.
And so it's like, you know, a lot of these communities, Black Wall Street, you know, all of these things, why the money doesn't circulate through our community properly is because we don't know how to work with each other properly. And we don't know how to build our systems to where we can give somebody else credit. Everybody wants to be the creator and the owner and the end all be all of everything. So, you know, that's super interesting. But now, okay, cool. So she didn't even give you a warning.
No warning.
Your client had to say, yeah. She said you no longer work there. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's crazy because she actually is really good at what she does. So I wasn't the only one that she trained. She trained other people as well. And everyone that she trained did pretty good. Like the first girl that I know that she trained, the girl was a millionaire, like within like a couple years. Damn. And then her, you know, at the time I was like, oh my gosh, she's successful. She's like, you know, she got all these people. She got all these connects. So I was excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm learning from this lady because she's like the bomb. And then when that happened, I was just like, wow. And it was crazy because even after she fired me, because I didn't know what I did, I still was sending her happy birthday texts. Wow. I still was sending her flowers because I was trying to figure out what did I do wrong. I didn't steal from her. I didn't do nothing. Like I was figuring out like, what did I do? You know, she never gave me that.
And how long ago now was that?
That is now, I'm going on 8 years by myself. So it's
about 8 years ago.
Yeah, 8 years ago.
And so has she even reached out to you since then?
No, but we there was a situation that I met this young lady that actually owns a spa, and she's doing pretty well. We do the same thing, but she wanted to collaborate with me with like coming out with classes, because I also do classes as well, like teaching people my technique.
Okay.
And she made a disclaimer like, oh, I think you know so and so. She actually works as an employee in my spa. Do you feel comfortable with, you know, her being there? And I was like, oh, I don't have a problem with her, but no, I can't work with you. Because if she acts like that and you guys know each other, it's something. And how do I not sure that she sent you?
Y'all in cahoots, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, no, I had to decline.
Wow. And so she ended up working in the girl that you met spa. And so that means her business went down.
Yeah.
Wow. Look how the tables turned though. But that's how it ends up being. And that's wow. Okay. Okay. So let's go back now to you boohoo crying. What happens next?
And at the time, I called my boyfriend that I was with at the time, and I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? She just fired me. He was like, don't you got a license? And I was like, yeah. He was like, okay, so start your own thing. I was like, how am I gonna do that? He was like, well, whatever you were using, you know, in her spa, Google it and see where you can get your own. And I was thinking this was like thousands of dollars worth of like equipment. It wasn't even that expensive.
Wow. Okay.
And like even her supplies where she gets it from directly from DR, I was just like, where am I gonna get this stuff? Like it's good.
And it was simple.
You know what I mean? And I went there and you know, first, of course, you got to do all the legal stuff. Yeah. So you got to do, you know, Sunbiz. You got to make sure you have your insurance. Your license is registered with Florida Department of Licensing. And then I went there and they were like, okay, let's start your account. I was like, there's no minimum. There's no, just register your license. You're fine. And I was like, okay, let's do this. Yeah. So,
okay. Yeah. So you took a trip to DR?
No, there's actually a place in Doral. They have a store in Doral.
Fire. Okay. No, that's dope. That's dope. All right. And so now let's dive into the journey of you.
Yes.
I got
my equipment. The same clients that she told that I wasn't working there, I called them and asked them if I can be mobile until I find a place, you know, to start doing business out of, and they were open to it. So they were able to do mobile. I didn't charge them for mobile because I felt like, okay, they're doing me a favor because I'm still doing their body. They're paying me to do their body. So I basically was mobile from there, and then I finally got a place.
How long did it take you to get a place?
To be honest, I was mobile for a year.
Okay.
So it took a year for me to get fully established and stuff. And then once I got a place in North Miami, it was
You've been there ever since?
I moved recently. Okay. I moved like a year ago to now Miami Gardens. But
gotcha.
Yeah, I was there for a long time.
And you got like a bigger place?
No, that's the fun part. Okay, so my place that I had when I started off, it was big. So I went big, and then that's it. And it did pretty well. And then I was tired of the overhead because, you know, every business has a slow season. Yep. And I felt like if I was slow, I'm choking. I'm just like seeing and I'm the type of person, when I see money coming out in large sums, I get anxiety because I don't like it. I like when it comes in, but when I see it all coming out. So what I did was, after a couple years, I actually downsized and got a suite, because now I have more clientele that want me to come to their home.
Got it. Okay.
So now, you know, the house moms, the housewives, they want you to come to them. They don't want to leave their place. Feel. There you go. So then I was like, okay, so there's no sense of having this big old place if people want me to come to them. So I downsized, and then, So it's like, I don't even think it's a downsize, because I feel like
you acclimated to your situation.
Basically. Yeah. And then, I went from there.
And saving money in the process, always a
lot of money.
Yeah. Okay, cool. No, that's dope. All right. So now let's dive into the actual world of body contouring. So I don't even know where to start. You know, people walk in and let's say well, let's start with your biggest base, which is obviously going to be your female clients, right?
Yes.
And so who exactly is your like ideal client?
So For Body by K, I'm honestly going to tell you that it's a lifestyle. And the reason why I say it's a lifestyle is because even me as K, and I say I'm Body by K, I had to understand that it's a lifestyle, because in order to do this body contouring, you have to understand it's going to cost. So you're going to have to figure out if, am I going to invest in myself to do this? And what could I do to maintain, my body to make me feel good?
And so what's like the average cost of something like this?
Well, my price for just a single session is $125.
Okay. And how long is that session?
An hour.
Okay. So in an hour, what should somebody expect to get done?
From what my clients tell me, they feel renewed. Like I'm a part of their life now. If they don't see me for 1 week, they're upset. They're like, I need to be on that table ASAP.
And so like, what do you do though? Like what does that 60 minutes entail?
I burn their fat, tighten their skin, make them feel good. Of course, they see results, so that's why they love it. But they feel renewed. I give ladies confidence. That's what I do. I give confidence to the ladies in 1 hour. So 1 hour that they come, you maybe feel down. You're probably sad. By the time Kay touches you and you go through the door, you feel good.
Boom. That's it is. Okay. No, that's dope. And so do you do like a analyzation? Is there anybody that you ever turn away that you can't do?
So I always tell people I'm not a doctor. Okay. I love to call myself a body contour specialist. So I could help you with your body, but certain things I can't help you with. So turning people away, if I can't help you, I'll be honest with you, but I will always find somebody that can help you with whatever you need to get done. So if you want to get surgery, I can help you with that. If you want to get a tummy tuck, if you want to, you have bad droopy skin and you want to do something about, I could find somebody that could assist you if I can't help you.
Okay. And so now, this being more of what it seems like is like a holistic way.
Yeah, you could say that.
A more holistic approach to doing things. Do you agree or disagree with certain things that they say? Because when it comes to fat is stubborn. And they say a lot of things like, diet but for men especially, we can have a lot of weight from just estrogen.
Yeah.
Estrogen weight. So that's a real thing.
Yes.
And this can like burn that off.
Basically, but let me tell you something with men. This is the hard part, because I just had this conversation with one of my clients, okay? So he's a male, he's 6'2", okay? He comes to see me, he's from New York, and he's big. He's a big guy. Like every time I see him, I'm like, damn, you're like a football player. And I'm not gonna lie, the first time he came to me and he was like, Kay, I need your help. I was just like looking at him like, what can I do for you? Yeah. And I had to, and he was so like confident in me. So I'm like, oh no, I can't let him down. Let's get it. So what I did was I weighed him, and then I said, you're a man. So what I would suggest for you to do is go to GNC, our vitamin shop, ask them what men need for fat burning or, to build muscle. And he was like, bet.
Okay.
And he went right away, and he was like, oh, I got all these supplements, these vitamins, these this and this and that. And then when he came back, he was like, you know what? I was doing blood work in New York. I don't live in New York no more. Do you know somebody? So I was like, yeah, I do. So I sent him over to, a spa. He went ahead and got, his blood work. And then now the girl that's at the spa, we talk and stuff because I do services there and stuff. So I was like, yeah, did you see my client? She's like, yeah, he came through. We did X, Y, and Z. So he's good on this part. So whatever you're doing for him and plus what he's doing on his own, it should work. And I'm like, yes, because it takes a team. I don't care what nobody says. Like, you're gonna have to trust other people that has a med spa, because I'm not a med spa. I'm a body spa.
Got it.
That can assist you because, I'm not a man, so I don't know what men need. So he listened to her with his blood and his blood type and what he could take and what he can't take. And then he comes to me and I'm telling him, okay, well, you can't eat this. Continue taking your fat burners. We do the wooden therapy. We do the cavitation. We do the L-carnitine, with the fat dissolving. And he looks good. I had a lot of girls was like, damn, let's see his face. Like, I was telling him, like, you got all the girls going crazy for you now. He's like, yeah, but I'm taking already. I'm like, you're so funny.
Got you. Okay. And so, it's a whole process.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then just even from how you describe that,
Mm-hmm.
you can tell you're passionate about it at this point. Like, you want somebody to have results. And
Mm-hmm.
I think people underestimate how important that is. Like, when a business owner,
Mm-hmm.
especially the owner,
Uh-huh.
really wants you to like
Mm-hmm.
win and like see the difference,
Yeah.
like, that's heaven sent, because a lot of people nowadays just do things because it's a job.
Yeah.
It's a means to an end. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, it costs this much. You know, just do it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, that's dope. Okay. And so now, do you only work on stomach?
I do everything. Front, back, arms, face. Well, I don't do face, but lately I've been doing a little radio frequency on the turkey neck.
Okay, so like the gobble chin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do the booty, the legs, and the thighs. Mm-hmm. Well, the thighs and,
What about like moobs?
Boobs?
Moobs.
What's that?
Man boobs.
Oh my God. No, you need to work out for that. I'm going to just be honest with you. I'm not doing no cavitation, no radio frequency. No, because I'm hearing that men can get breast cancer.
Really?
Yes. I heard that. And I was like, huh? Like even my cousin, he had like boobs and they had to cut it off because it was growing too big.
Damn.
Like it's serious.
So you're not even gonna like roll the side of the
I'm not. You're gonna work out. At this point, you're gonna work out. You need a pump. That's crazy. Yeah. Bench press.
But Kay, I want the lifestyle treatment.
And you are gonna get the lifestyle treatment.
I don't have time to be working out the moves.
You know what? Let me tell you something. You see what you just said right now? Mm-hmm. I love that because that's how people come to me. Mm-hmm. Right? And I understand it because I was there once upon a time. Okay, so let me tell you something. It's a stigma with Black people being like, oh, I don't want to do this. This is a white people thing. Or it doesn't work for Black people. It's a white people thing. And I get so upset because whatever it's for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay? Black girls can do Botox. We could do fillers. We could do all that. And we'll look great as well. You just have to go to the right person that knows how to deal with our skin and our body types and everything. So we could do it. So when people come and tell me, okay, I don't want to do it. Just come. I'm just going to contour you. That's fine. But it's like how you're going to come to me forever. Don't you want to come to a point that you're like, you know what? Let me give Kay a break a little bit. Because I have those clients. I see them once a year. And I know exactly who they are. Like I'll get them sexy. The next year when they come, girl, I overate. Girl, you did more than overate. Okay, you was outside. You was drinking. Like I have some of my clients on Instagram, and they're telling me, "Oh, I wanna lose weight. I wanna lose weight." But I see you out having margaritas. Do you not know how much calories is in that? You eating rib steak. Like I could tell when my girls are not compressing. I could tell when they're not eating healthy. Like they can't lie to me because I know the bodies that well.
And so it's like, okay, so when they do come back to you, how long does it usually take, or how many sessions would they take to get sexified?
I always tell people 6 to 10 sessions. Okay. Right? So if you say 6, you want to try it out to see how it works for you. And 10 is when you're serious. And I know that you really want to lose it.
And this is every week?
And I see you once a week.
Okay.
So it's 10 sessions as like it splits up. So once a week. Right? Got it. So I'm with you for like 2 months or a month and some change.
About a month and a half, yeah.
Yeah. So, with that being said, yeah, but you have to still put in the work. Like I'm contouring you, making sure that your inches are going down. So remember, you're not losing weight with me, you're losing inches. Inches is harder to lose than weight.
Hold on. You just threw a whole loophole at it. So break that down again. Inches is harder to lose than weight. What's the difference?
So weight, in order for you to lose it, is healthy eating, exercising, and doing what you have to do, detoxing, whatever. Inches is more like your waist. It goes in. The
love handles?
Yes, it goes in, gets you more with the curve. Of course, men don't have the hourglass, but for women, it gets you that hourglass shape. It gets you more small. That's how you get more tinier waist. So if you see the girls with the big booties and the small waist, yes, they probably did a BBL, but in order for them to maintain it, they have to make sure they're losing inches, meaning burning the fat, from the side.
And so is this why I see some people that work out all the time?
Yes.
Don't like lose their midsection or anything.
Yes.
And I'm like, yo, you're in the gym almost every day. How is this possible?
I realize that people that go, because I see those people too, and I'm just like, how come you've been in the gym all this time and I don't see you losing? They need to get a trainer and figure out their body. A lot of people need to do that body mass thing. Now they have like this machine that you could stand on, you hold on to it, and it like evaluates the fat and everything. People need to do that. They need to invest in that.
Jeez. Wow. Your body be so complicated. It just be like, man, even when it comes to foods, like I mean, we live in America. There's a lot of foods that just aren't good for you. You vegan or vegetarian or anything?
I eat everything.
See, yeah, I mean, but you go to the gym all the time.
I do Pilates.
Avid Pilates.
Yes.
Can men do Pilates?
Of course. I love to see it though when you guys fall off the reformer, but it's good that you guys do it. I love it.
I feel like, you know, when it comes to certain things, women have like a higher pain tolerance than men. Like a way higher pain tolerance than men. And it doesn't even surprise me. Because I'm like, yo, I'm not doing that. And some women, I'll go do whatever I got to do. And like, I went to go get a facial maybe a couple months ago and it hurt. And I'm like, I'm trying to, you know,
man up.
Yeah. And she over here like, hitting my nose with the thing.
Are you tearing
up?
I'm
Look at her. I'm like, yeah. And then I had to like pretend like I was looking at the light and like, the light just bright. You know, I gotta wipe my eye. But this being beautified is pain. And I think I gotta wax one time.
Wax where? Oh wow. Okay. That is dramatic.
It was a long time ago.
Okay.
You know, sometimes in life you gotta have a bucket list.
Okay.
You know, what have you done? You know, yes. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be like the models. Yeah, I get it. Never again. Listen,
I love waxing, but I'm still like, I've been doing it for years and I'm still like dancing in the thing. I'm like, girl, hold up. Like it's a lot.
I almost left with patches because
I did the first time.
I was about to tell that lady, I said, I said, yo, we had to stop like 3 times because I said, I'm stressed right now.
I walked out with the whole wax strip and everything on. And when I went home, I cut it out. Like I cut around it. And I was just like, oh, I'm never coming back. But then I was like, no, I got to do this. I got to do this.
Man, it's bad.
It is.
But see, like y'all go through these things on such a daily basis. And I'm just like, I would never do that. And
wait, if you guys want to build your brand, refine your messaging, fine-tune your audience, and figure out how to build an online offer that actually produces results and gets you leads and makes you money, I have a 90-day program called the Bulletproof Branding Accelerator. Go to my Instagram at RealJoeMcCarthy, book a call there. We'll chat one-on-one. We'll dive into your goals so you can make 15, 20, 25 grand per month profit and help you crush this year. See you there.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
But now you've brought your setup here.
Yes.
So we're going to get right for July real quick. You know what I'm saying? July around the corner, just the beginning.
Yes.
But I want to see in real time, and she's going to walk us through in real time some of the process on what she actually does.
Yes.
So we're going to move over to the table.
All right.
Okay, cool.
All right. Move this out your way. You want to take a before and after picture so we can show the people? Okay. Whose phone? I think he has a better camera. Right?
I got the 16. Or you want to take it with that? You want to take it with that? Want to take it with the phone?
It doesn't matter. We can do whatever. Come on, Rich. You see? All right.
Oh man.
You gotta hold the mic in your hand out. All right, look at me. This way. Okay, there you go. All right, go to the side. Put up your hand straight.
Damn,
hand
got
go
the whole
straight.
hand.
Yes, we got to.
Got the whole hand.
All right, turn around to the back. All right, another side. Put straight like this. All right. Here we go. Here's your phone.
Camera still rolling? Where you at? Listen, it's the money gut. You know what I mean? Hold on. Yeah. It's the money gut, right? The only exclusive on Attractive Mindset podcast. You know what I'm saying? I don't even take my shirt off at the beach. You know what I mean? We gonna get right though.
All right. So what you're gonna do is lay down on your belly.
Take my Crocs off?
It's up to you. Come on, get nice and comfortable.
Okay, hold on. All of this on my pocket.
Ooh. This is so funny.
They're gonna be like, what is Rich doing?
Rich is over here trying to get sexy.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. We're gonna use this because I totally. We're gonna improvise. All right. You want to show the people what you're working with? I'm evaluating your body first. You just ready to go in?
Oh, what do I do?
It's okay.
I didn't know what to do.
All right. So I'm putting on my gloves. All right. So Rich, if he ever came to me and I wanted to do like a evaluation on him, I could already tell that he has a lot of fat. So this is a lot of fat.
That's crazy.
And once you lose all this
a lot,
fat,
like 3
yes,
times.
You do. You need, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. From me pressing, it feels like you haven't detoxed in a long time.
I haven't.
I could tell. And once you lose the weight, you are gonna have issues with like loose skin. So like radio frequency will be very important once you lose it. The weight. Okay. So yeah. That's what we'll do. We'll start off. As far as the man boobs, we already told you, you're going to have to work out.
I want the lifestyle.
Okay.
I want the
of
lifestyle.
course. Of course you do. So we're improvising. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to tuck this into your pants just so you don't get the oil and stuff on your pants. Boom. Right? Comfortable?
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to start off with the cavitation machine, but I am using oil, but this is oil that I actually like always refill because this is my mobile oil, and it actually has like slimming effects in there.
Oh, so it's a special oil.
Yes, you can find it on bodybyk.com.
And what's it called?
Oh, oil. This is the slimming.
Gotcha.
We have a gel and an oil. Ooh. All right. So I went ahead and I greased you nice and up. All right. So I think this might maybe interfere with your mic. I'm not too sure, but you're going to hear a high-pitched sound. All right, give me a second. Yeah, disclaimer. So this is the cavitation. I'm going to put this between here. And this is the flathead, so it's on. So when I touch him, he's going to hear a high-pitched sound. It's actually his fat. Ready?
I don't hear high-pitched sounds. I ain't got that much fat.
You sure? Oh, that's why. Ready? Hold on. You are going to hear it. Look at him. Look at him now.
Damn. Why is screaming at me?
See?
So I only hear it?
Yes.
What?
I could hear it. Because I do this all the time, I swear I could hear the vibrations as well. So, but yeah, only you could hear. You hear it as...
So y'all don't hear that?
I don't think he hears it, but I think he hears the vibration of it. But we don't hear what you hear.
It sounds like a school alarm. You hear that, Tim? That's crazy. And so I'm just hearing it from like my brain. How is it happening?
It's just your fat. Less fat you have, the less you hear it. You hear it nice and loud now because it's your first time doing it. I'll go ahead and massage it right into your fat.
That's crazy. It sounds like we getting evacuated.
It's so funny.
Wow.
Yep. And then we go ahead and we do this. Seeing that it's your first time doing all this, we would have to do this for like, I would say about 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Regular, if I would see you. So we just go ahead and we get you nice and slim. So when you do this, you have to drink lots of water because that's the way that you'll flush it out through your lymphatic.
So what exactly am I flushing out?
Your fat.
Oh.
We turn it into liquid with this.
So do we poop it out?
You can, but it's pee. This one is pee. If you want to poop, you need a detox. This one's pee. Like I have more people tell me that they have to pee more than poop when I do this. Okay. How you feel?
I mean, I feel good. This is just, that's crazy.
So then after we're done, in regular, if you were in-house, I'll do a little radio frequency, but I always do like a slight massage just to break you down a little bit from what we have done. I go ahead and I do this. And seeing with your skin too, you can't be using certain products either because you look like you can get allergic to it with eczema.
Well, this is from the military, so
Ooh.
I was underneath the tank, and like the gasoline and the oil burst, and it burned my whole upper half.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Yep. And I sat in the middle of the desert for like 3 days with it just soaking into my skin.
Wow.
And so I actually get disability for it because they can't figure out what it is. It's not eczema.
Really?
Yep.
It looks like it. Wow, that's scary.
That had me self-conscious to go to the beach alone.
Why?
When I first came out, like I was ripped. I was like 185 and jacked, but I just didn't want to take my shirt off because I felt like two-tone. Like before the military, my skin was like flawless.
Have you been on Miami Beach? Do you not see how people like?
I don't really go to the beach anymore, so I haven't even seen like after military beach vibes like that. Like I go now, and when I do, I have a tent.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be fine, man. People just think it's eczema. Or just dry skin. You'll be fine. But yeah, do like this. How do you feel so far?
I feel it. I like it feels like something's happening. I'm wishing my 8-pack in right now.
You're so funny. So yeah.
Like even from when you first started, like I don't know how to explain it. I feel like my stomach is not as big.
Look at
you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I'm gonna be in the mirror geeking.
Oh God. So yeah. So after that, you drink lots and lots of water. And then now this is like what I love to use, which is my wood. So it looks like this.
Yeah, we gotta throw that pause in there. Hold on.
This is a wooden therapy tool.
There we go.
There we go. And this is what I would use. So you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
God damn. Hold on. Hold on.
You're so funny.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I feel that. I just want you to know I feel that.
Of course. You said you want this 6-pack, so we got to get you prepared.
And so how long do they normally do that?
I usually do it 30 seconds on and off for
Okay.
Right? So I did the one side.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But let's
God damn.
I'll put a little bit more oil. So there's 2 kinds that I'm going to try on you today. So we have this one, which is I love to use because it's easier to maneuver when it comes onto the stomach area. But when we get into the sides, we're going to use this one.
Okay.
Okay.
And that one, which one normally hurts more?
Both of them. It's the same way.
Oh my goodness.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to stay on this side.
Yeah, this is definitely how people get the 6-pack. This did that right? One right there by itself. I know exactly how they get the 6-pack.
All right. There you go. Other side. Breathe.
I can't.
You see, once we stop, you could breathe.
Yeah, now when we stop, I can breathe. Oh, man.
Are you tearing up?
And I'm not tearing up. You know, it's just, I'm looking at the lights. But I'm not
going to lie. Don't you see his stomach look a little bit toned? Look at this.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, you know
okay.
I mean? Listen, I might sneeze and get a 6-pack right now. Right now.
Oh, gosh. So you see? So actually, you don't even have to go to your side because we could just show with this one. So this one as well. It depends. Like sometimes, like I like to do more of the sides with this than the front. But we can use this on the front. So you can use it anywhere. This is good for cellulite, everything. So ready? Breathe.
We'll do this once a week?
Uh-huh.
Goodness.
Oh, we hear a lot of screams.
We should have thrown Sims on the table. It's crazy. You know, I'm gonna pay for a session for Dan. I gotta see Dan in motion, in action. We're gonna get Dan right by July.
Oh, Dan is gonna laugh.
Oh.
He's gonna think you guys set him up. All right.
A late birthday present. His birthday was last month.
There you go. So yeah, that's how we go ahead and we do it. So if I see you once a week, I switch up the technique. So if I do one thing, like say, for example, I do radio frequency, which is skin tightening, cavitation, and wood. The next time I see you, I'll do vacuum therapy. I always do cavitation. And I also will put you in a sauna. There's a sauna bag where I wrap you up like a mummy. And yeah.
Sauna bag. Listen, GQ, count your days. Count your days. Because we about to be bodied by Kate. You know what I mean?
We are.
Okay, cool.
So yeah.
No, this was good.
So all I got to do is just wipe you down. That was a little. There you go. And then you just get up and that's how we body you, honey.
All right. Well, that was an experience for sure. That was the first of its kind on this podcast. Wow. Yeah. Oh, them lights bright. them lights is bright, man. Yeah.
You see? Boom.
Okay.
So that's how
that was good. That was good.
Good. I'm glad you liked it.
I'm going to a whole segment once I sit down.
He's so funny. Oh gosh.
Ooh, that was good. Wow.
Them
rollers or something.
Rich is like, yes.
They make it through TSA. Them weapons.
They do. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay. All right.
I feel like I got abs sitting down.
You're so funny.
Turn the mic off.
All right. That's a workout for me too. Shoot.
The way you was rolling, I see. Put all your force in there.
You have to. That's how you're gonna break the fat.
It hurts to be fat. All right. I might title that podcast that. It hurts to be fat.
You gotta be careful how you say that. That's not nice.
You're right. It we're gonna think on the title.
How to bust the fat or something, you know? I don't know.
Fat burners.
There you go.
It hurts to be fat.
Him and this hurts to be fat.
Yeah. I mean, hey, they gonna make it click. Like, what is he talking about?
Oh my god!
What are you talking about? All right, we back on the regular Sims. All right, listen, we just got Bodied by K live on the podcast, and I'm gonna tell you in real time what was going through my head. So the process of the whole liquefying the fat.
Yes.
So how does that happen? Walk me through that.
Okay, so liquefying the fat is a machine. So it breaks it down by the cell. So you hear those waves that you heard? That's actually what's breaking down the fat in your body.
And so it's so why do I hear it up here?
Because that's your fat. It's your body. So it's breaking down your fat. So it's letting you know that in that area, there's a lot of fat that needs to be, melted. So with me, when I put that on my body, I don't hear nothing. I used to, but
so you calling me a whale?
No, I'm just saying that I've had that point when I heard something, but now
she just called me a whale.
I don't hear it anymore.
Y'all all heard her say I'm a whale.
That's why I'm here. I'm here to help.
That's crazy. Yeah, and so. So, I heard some crazy high pitched sounds. I know you guys won't be able to hear that, but like, I mean, I got a little bit of something, but I'm not that big. And so, when you have a bigger person, does it get even louder and way more frequent?
Yes. But like I said, I can't help everybody. So someone like you, I could help. But anyone bigger than you, it depends, where they're storing the fat.
Got it.
I probably could help them. I probably cannot.
Got it. Okay. And so what is like the ideal weight that you'll usually go to?
There's no weight. It's not an ideal weight because remember, we're working with inches here.
Gotcha.
So it depends how your body is, because some people store more fat in their back, some people in their stomach. Like for you, like I told you, you have fat, but you also when you lose the weight, you're going to have loose skin. So we would have to do radio frequency and stuff like that. Now, some people, they have more loose skin, like very loose skin. They would probably have to do a tummy tuck, or I would have to help them another way if I can. If not, they would have to probably do a tummy tuck.
Got it. Okay. And so now, after the liquefaction process and everything, why is water essential for you to drink?
Because you have to drain your system out from all the toxins and all the fat, everything out of your body. For it to pass through your body, you need water.
And so does that like color my pee?
Yes. Some people experience very high yellow pee. So that's normal. I had some ladies that told me that they had fibroids and they seen it come through their urine after a session with me. And I was like, really? They were like, yeah. I was like, oh, that's good then.
Wow. And so you mentioned detox also. And so what kind of detox would I need to do?
The men's 7-day cleaner.
Men's, you have that? You sell that?
I have it on my website, but yeah, it's not my brand, but it's a 7-day cleaner. It's really good. So the way that you chew the food and you swallowed it is the same way it's going to come out the toilet. That's the scary part.
Whoa. Say that one more time. Say that one more time. The way that I chewed the food
and you swallow it is the way that it's going to come out once you take that pill. Like that pill shows you like graphics. Like I'm telling you, you're going to see everything. Don't worry, I'm going to put you onto it because you need it. And then we're going to get you right for July.
And so how many pills a day?
Well, with the cleaner, it's 4 pills.
Okay. So 4 pills a day?
Yes.
For 7 days?
Yes. I always tell people to skip because I feel like the first day is so dramatic that you need a break the second day. Like,
oh my gosh, it's like that?
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. So it's like a laxative.
It's a detox. It's a cleanse.
Oh, that's no. You changing religions after that kind of cleanse. You know what I mean?
But you're gonna see your stomach go down. You're gonna see your stomach go down, and you'll be like, oh wow. Okay,
and so is it a thing where you see some people when they come to you and they're like, oh, I have this like stubborn fat or whatever, but then they do the detox and they get like the other supplements for like fat burners and it goes way down. And so can that really be considered like fat?
Okay, say that once again. So they have the detox.
Yeah, you're not fat. You just have a lot of stuff stored up.
Yes. So I don't know if you've seen it on my page. I had like a client. I don't know. Can I play it?
You could.
Okay. So I had to record her because I told her, I'm like, girl, I have to put this in like promo because it's so good.
Yeah, just point it at that camera.
So yeah. So listen, you ready?
My love, I am sending you this audio because I need to explain to you.
Put it closer to the mic.
I am flatter than flat. Obviously, I have my little pouch, but like it's nothing compared to that day that I was there. Like, oh my God. The only thing is that I don't get out of the bathroom, but you know what I mean.
Wow. And that's from the 7 days?
Yes.
And what day was that on?
Oh, no, the first time you take it, the first day, I'm telling you, it's
and so
vicious.
I shouldn't do it if I have podcasts.
Yeah, don't do. Well, you have a toilet here. This is your place.
Well, yeah, but if I'm mid podcast talking,
yeah.
So just do it when I ain't going nowhere. For the next 7 days.
I think that you should do. I never finish the full 7. After like 2 days, like I would say that I start today. Tomorrow I'm not going to do it because I'm going to give myself a break. And then I do it the other day. I don't need to take it for like another month or 2. I feel like 2-3 days out of that product, the way that you feel like your whole body's running out on you.
That's crazy.
I don't think that...
That's how, that's scaring me because I've had laxatives before and I'm like, all right, cool. It takes something out of you, but the way you describing this, like if I'm supposed to take it 7 days, and you saying I probably won't even need it after the first 2, that's a little scary.
Yeah, that's fine. And then once you see how your stomach, you're going to feel right. You're going to be like, listen, I need to go to the gym. I need to get right. You're going to feel like it's going to propel your energy to get sexy. You know what I mean? Because you're going to be like, damn, the stomach went down at least 2 inches. I'm feeling good. Like,
but now will something like that help for moobs too?
You and this moobs.
Listen, because for men, all right. So I'm going to put you on game, right?
Okay.
And so for men, I feel like the stomach is not that bad. For me, I don't even feel like the stomach is that bad.
Okay.
But when I'm in a shirt and I just be drooping sometimes, I just be like, bro, you know what I mean? Like,
Rich, when was the last time you went to the gym?
Well, I'll have you know.
Okay.
I paid for a gym membership for like 2 years.
Okay, never went.
Nope. But it was a thought.
Okay.
That counts.
Okay.
Right? And so now it's a little complicated for me because my body doesn't agree with my mind.
Okay.
And so after the military, I'm 90% disabled.
Okay.
After the military. And so I have like certain back problems. And so like my legs, like I can do walks and I can do the leg machines and everything perfectly fine. But I don't want to become one-sided because those are the only machines I feel comfortable on. Whenever I do like pull-ups now or whenever I do like other machines now to work on my back and like up sections, like my body will literally lock up sometimes.
Okay.
And like I can't control it. And so to me, I get frustrated.
Okay.
And even though the doctors tell me like, yeah, you can go to the gym, you just got to like slowly, you know, do this and that. Like,
okay.
I hate that process because I feel like I'm not really doing anything.
It's here.
In there. It's like here,
right
my neck,
and
then like my lower back.
Your lower back. So when you bend or when you squat low?
When I squat low, when I squat in general, when I pull, and sometimes when I push, depending on how I push. And so
Rich, I got something for you, but you probably might not want to do it.
Well, what is it?
I think you need to do some hot mat Pilates. And don't judge it till you try it because you said, I'm listening to what you're saying. I'm evaluating you to see how I could help you.
So how long would like a normal Pilates session be?
It's 45 minutes.
And how long would a hot mat Pilates session be?
You're going to be, no, it's an hour, but 45 minutes for the hot. So I'm telling you 45 minutes for the hot. For regular Pilates, because what you're saying with your back and your squat, you can't do the reformer because we're pulling the reformer in a squat. And, you know, we're doing all the great things to make us, you know, right. Crazy. But the mat, I think you can handle that because we have the circle, we have just the bands. And then the only thing with you that I would say that you probably feel uncomfortable about is that you're full of like a whole bunch of baddies in there. Cause them girls is working. You know, when we're in Miami, them girls be working out.
So this is a real question. You know, when you like stretch, do people be farting?
I don't know. I don't think so. I've never experienced that. I heard that happens in yoga.
Every time I stretch, I be letting go.
Okay, so be in the back of the class.
They loud though.
Okay, that's your business. Go in the back. I'm telling you right now, the way that the girlies are so serious in Pilates, I doubt if they'll hear it because the music is so loud.
Oh, okay.
We're literally
you ain't mentioned music.
Yeah, we literally listening to trap music. Like they bring you to Tulum. They bring you to like.
I'm gonna do it to the beat.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, cool. And it's really hot, and I feel like it will help you. And as far as like the man boobs part, because you can't do that heavy lifting with the circle, and you know you have the different type of weights that we use. I think it will help you a little bit just to try it and see. And plus, you're sweating, so even if you don't target one area, the other area is gonna but you're gonna be hot because it's like 95 degrees. I remember it was like 101 degrees. Me and my friend was like, "What the hell?" But when we came out of there, you're gonna drink lots of water.
Do they have resuscitation services?
You just need to drink water.
I'm gonna pass out.
I think you're the type of person, like you're kind of like, you're maybe sort of kind of like me, but you're a male, so it's different. Like I don't like the gym. So people always like, oh, you go to the gym, you want to do lifting. I don't like it. Number one, I don't like people looking at me when I'm working out. And at the gym, they're in your tights. Like the men are like zoomed in your tights. And I'm like, please, I'm trying to work out here. So that's why I like Pilates because it's women. You'll see some male in there, but everybody has the same goal. And that is to get sexy. So we have no time to be, you know, looking at what the only thing we could say is, damn, her 2-piece aloe set looks good. Or, oh girl, where you got that from? You know, like that's about it. But other than that, everyone is focused.
Okay. So compared to the gym, you know how people will be like, yo, if you do these sets of workouts for X amount of time, you could be good to go by summer. How long does it take you to do consistent Pilates to like get you in the right format?
Pilates, it's very advanced. I'm not going to lie because you're using muscles that you never used before. So I think you need to be consistent for like a good 6 months.
6 months?
No, but you're going to see results, but I feel like for you to get strong enough to keep up with the girlies, well, everybody in the class. Let's not say girlies. Keep up with everybody in the class. Like 6 months. But I think you should try it. And then they're very patient with you. If you're not holding something the right way, you won't feel nothing. You're in there. And then it's just the air is full of money. Like you go into Pilates and you feel rich. You be like, damn, I could actually afford to be up in here every week. God damn.
How much is Pilates like weekly?
It depends.
You only do it once a week?
I know. I'm in there like 4 or 5 times a week, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. I'm serious.
Wow. Wow.
I take a shower and then I go to my office. I'm like,
wow.
Yeah.
So it's a thing.
It's like you're in a resort.
So it's a thing.
It is.
And
So, it's a lifestyle.
And so what I see that. So what's the average Pilates class?
I think like if it's your first time just testing it out, it's like $40 to $35. But you see, Body by K is on Class Pass, so we can get you a month, rolling.
Class Pass.
Yes.
Okay.
So we can get you a month for free.
Okay.
To try out the Pilates class.
All right. Yeah, no, I don't need a month. We trying to make it past 2 days. Because you got to see, I'm the type, like, if I'm in like a wrestling match and somebody got me in like a chokehold, I'm going to pass out because I'm not tapping.
Oh, my gosh.
And so if I'm in this class and I'm going the extra mile, I'm going to pass out.
No, you need
because
to stop.
I ain't tapping. No.
Why not?
Because I'm not a bitch.
So you rather...
No. Yep.
What?
Yep. I'm hitting the floor.
So I know if you go to hot pull out, I need to be beside you or something because I'm gonna be like, Rich, if you can't keep up, please stop.
I'm gonna be like, I say okay all day.
Okay.
I say, yep, got you.
No, don't.
And then you're gonna see me there.
No.
Gone.
No. And then after you're done, we do a meditation session. They put a nice cold towel on your head. You breathe in and breathe out. They have the great affirmations, and then you go on your day. And you're just like, damn, this feels great.
Before I never had the correlation of comparing people that did Pilates to the purge, but I might now because you seem a little too happy about this.
I love it.
It sounds painful, and I feel like you're getting more excited as we talk about it.
I love the burn. I'm telling you, you need to come. Like, either you do Aventura, you do Wynwood, or you do Boca. It doesn't matter. You need to come because once you get in there, you got to be there to understand why I feel this way. It's just. It's just right.
I feel like I can go there, and I still won't understand why you feel that way. I feel that like that's more so the route. I'll go. We'll piece this in. I'll go. But I highly doubt I'm gonna leave like, oh yeah, this was amazing.
No, you're gonna leave winded. You're gonna leave like, what the hell is going on? But I'm the type of person though, when something gets me that way, like, oh my gosh, what the hell is this? Like, after you're finished something, it makes me want to go more because I want to figure out why does this make me feel this way.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Thought about that stuff.
So when I keep going, and I'm just like, okay, it's getting better. It's getting better. It's getting better.
I've always been the type to learn from other people's mistakes. And so
that's a problem.
I go and I look at somebody else's face and body and I say, yeah. I'm good. I just learned my lesson through them.
Okay.
I don't need to do it.
But everybody's face looks crazy in Pilates. Like, we're all like looking at the instructor like, what the hell? Like, yeah. But at the end of the class, we're just like, and they're so happy. Like, hey, how did you girls like it? Do you have any reviews? And we're looking at you like,
it ended. We like that the class has concluded. That's the smile you're getting from me.
But when you look in that mirror and you put on your clothes and you see your body look right, you going back. You like,
so listen. Like outside of like the row, like what else is there?
Balance. A lot of balancing, a lot of using your own body weight.
Okay.
Stretching.
Is
breathing.
It like HIIT?
Yes, but in it's like HIIT, but in heats. And then they have the Pilates tools, like the workout, the circle,
like the dumbbell stuff and all. Okay.
Like straight leg up, you put the circle in the middle and you squeezing it while you're crunching
straight
up.
What up?
Your legs.
In a vertical?
Yeah, all the way up. You laying down on the mat and your legs go straight up.
I don't even think my legs go that high.
Okay, well, if you have to do a slight bend, that's okay too.
But my legs not go up. No, sir. Why?
Okay.
But, hey, listen, I'll give it a shot.
You guys are here. You heard it here first. Rich is going to do hot Pilates. We're not going to do reformer because, his back. We want to make sure he's safe. But he is doing the mat hot.
I will try mat hot Pilates.
He's going to come out sweating and looking like he's dying, but he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
So, no, this was informative. This was physically informative. Right now I feel like I feel like I got a solid 4-pack right now.
Okay.
So Yeah, we're gonna work on this.
But you need a detox. Don't worry, we're gonna get you right.
Try the detox.
Yes, you're gonna try the detox, and then you're gonna see me afterwards, and we're gonna get you right. And he's gonna keep you updated by July. This is the deal. By July, we're gonna get rich, sexy.
Yeah, we got podcast summit in August. We got my birthday in July, and I'm gonna go somewhere. I'm thinking like Maldives or somewhere for birthday vibes.
Yeah, we need to have the chest out. Like, give them the,
But you say this don't work on my moves, though.
That's why you're going to work out. We're going to try the mat Pilates, see if you like it. And then, we take it from there. They're going to have to be some way, somehow, that we get those moves. There's so much hand workouts that you could do now, that could target that area.
I have like this little grip ball thing, but that's like mostly your forearms. But
you need
it like gets a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'd be okay. I rather keep the stomach than the moves.
Okay.
So
but then
when
you lose the boobs, now your stomach is going to look extra big. Because after one goes, the other one is going to stand out even more. Now you're going to talk about your stomach. Why can't you just work on everything at once?
It's complicated. It's okay though. We're going to figure it out. Because I'm pretty sure you got something in your toolkit that can get rid of moves.
Got it.
Yeah. I know it's not what you normally do, but we're gonna have the conversation. We're gonna have the convo. Nothing's off the table. All right.
Let's get it done.
No, this was good, Kay. Okay. Now I have an actual physical understanding of contouring. I could take some painkillers before we have our sessions.
He's so funny.
Whew. But no, it was good. It was informative. I feel like the audience will actually get a visual representation because if I wasn't following you, I don't think I've ever seen a body contour outside of your page.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because it doesn't pop into my feed. That's the first time you've seen some stuff like that, Sims. Like, you know what I mean? So we're informing the masses.
Okay.
And, it's for everybody. And so, so if people wanted to book with you, find you, learn more, where could they do that?
Bodyedbyk.com and also Bodied by K. So it's BODIEDBYKAYY because people always think it's body, but it's Bodied by K. And I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and that's where you can find me.
All right. Well, there you have it. Listen, and if y'all want to join us in hot yoga, you're going to have to stay tuned for that one because we have to talk about that. It's already hot in Florida.
Hot Pilates.
And so I'm going to be hot getting in my car, driving there, and then I got to be more hot in there. I don't know about that. You know what I mean? But it's cool. We're going to do it because I said we're going to do it. So this is another episode of Attractive Mindset. And listen, if you like this, make sure you share with somebody. Make sure that you get this information out to the masses. Don't keep it to yourself. It's your host, Moneybag Rich. And at the end of the day, we always say we look good, we live good, life is good. Talk to us, we talk back, and we are out.